to have you on our show, the Cradle TV Show on NTA. Emmanuel Ofon is my name. Here with me in the studio is Rose Udo.
You're welcome on board.
Okay, in today's episode of the show, we are beaming live and connecting via Zoom with a quintessential, a politician of repute. He is no other person than the political leader of in the local government area, a man who believes in social justice, a man who believes in fair play, a man who believes in equity in everything he does, a man who believes in what he can do for his people and his community, and not what his community, their country, can do for him. A man who is so selfless in nature. I mean, this man, you are going to hear from him today. He is not interested in what is happening politically, but he is interested in the welfare of the people of any local government area. That is why you see media houses of repute running after him, because he has the interest of his people at heart. In today's segment of our conversation, he is going to talk about the zoning policy in regard to the zoning arrangement in regard to Ikono and any federal constituency. I mean, the person I'm talking about is Obong Basi Inwaye. Stay connected with us. Come with us as you hear with him, as he's going to do justice to what is supposed to be done.
All my political life so far, I've spent it defending the truth, standing by the truth, promoting the truth, the much I can. So it became very important for me to address the people of Ini and Ikono, Ini in particular and Ikono in general, for the need of all of us to protect our unity, to continue to preserve it, because the unity or the brotherhood between Ikono and Ini is so important for us. We are in a senatorial district of 10 local governments. We are the only two from the other side of the state, Ibibio. So the two of us cannot afford to have any issue between us. We've had a zoning arrangement in place even before I joined politics actively. People have been observing that if this one is holding this, the other one will hold this. And this zoning arrangement has sustained.
Okay, sir. When did this zoning arrangement started in Ikonini Federal Constituency?
It's equitable and it helps us to live as brothers and sisters. The people made their statement in 2007 for the avoidance of any doubt. So the thing was zoned, the seat was zoned to Ini. It was the turn of Ini local government to produce a House of Rep member. And Professor Inudoka stood against Ikwo, and he won. The people expressed their belief in our zoning arrangements. And Ikwo lost, despite the fact that she performed well. But the people said, no, we have to be fair to each other. So it is turn of Ini. Professor Inudoka finished his tenure of 8 years. He smoothly handed over. There was no resistance. There was nothing like attempting to go a third term. There was no Ini person that fought to take the seat from Ikono. So the seat went to Ikono through Honorable Ibore Kanem.
Okay, how did Ukpomuro came into the race then in 2019 when he was consulting people? Was there any established agreement through a communique that he will go for only one single term and then hand over to any people in the federal constituency?
when in 2019, Honorable Ibore wanted to go for a second term, Honorable Victor Odofia from Economido showed interest. As a matter of fact, he was the preferred aspirant. The system wanted him. Everything was for him to win. And he had all the backings of the party. But then, people like us reasoned that no, let Ikono South complete their second term. Either Ibore and then goes back, or Emmanuel Pomodo, who showed interest. Two of them should contest. Whoever wins, let Ikono South complete their tenure, their time. I don't know what Emmanuel Pomodo tells people. I don't know what he tells people that made him to win the election. I know that I had to go to the system and presented a case for Ikono South to complete their own term, to make it 8 years, so that in 2023, the seats will return back to the local government. And when I presented that case, and it made sense to them, and the system now accepted, unknown to every other person, the system accepted it and agreed with me that Ikono South should complete their tenure. So, and then I came back, called a meeting. In the meeting, I presented the case to everybody that we have to support Ikono South to complete their tenure of 4 years, to make it 8 years. Honorable Emmanuel Pomodo was there in the meeting, and everybody were there. All the leaders, or most of the leaders, were there. And they all agreed with the resolution that Ikono South should complete their tenure. So that we now say, who do we pick among the two? Honorable Ibore Kanem or Emmanuel Pomodo? The House agreed that they will support Emmanuel Pomodo. And for me, it was the decision of the House. And I agreed. And we went and worked. I suffered humiliation because I was going against the system. I suffered a lot of humiliation. I did not just support Emmanuel Pomodo by campaigning. I supported him financially. I did everything for him to win. As a matter of fact, my car was stolen and broken on the day of that election when I was going to the venue for the election. And when the other side knew they had lost, they didn't know what hit them, but we walked. We walked.
Okay, sir.
So I don't know what
sorry to come up.
Honorable Emmanuel Pomodo tells.
Since we will be having this conversation in series, and we are going to have this conversation again on Wednesday, then we are going to have it again on Friday. We'll be having this conversation 3 times every week, so that we carry our people along wherever they are. They should hear from you, sir. So currently we are having less than 9 minutes. I wanted us to wrap up on the issue of the federal constituency so that we can...
Okay, but since you don't have much time, because I needed to explain to people, Emmanuel Pomodo agreed, and the system accepted that Emmanuel Pomodo would do 1 term to complete Ikono South tenure, and the seat will rotate to Ini. It was all agreed. Emmanuel Pomodo agreed. Sir S.U. Akpan went to Ibiaku, made a statement to that effect. Everybody, publications were made and everything. And we got the people to support Honorable Emmanuel Pomodo. But what people don't know which I know, apparently Honorable Emmanuel Okpongoro never wanted to honor that agreement because less than 6 months into him being a member of National Assembly, he approached a senator to talk to me that he wants to go for a second term. And when the senator mentioned it, I told the senator to tell him not to try, because that is the fear. All the while he would have allowed Honorable Victor Odofia to go, because we felt Honorable Victor Odofia from Ikono South may want to go for a second term, and that is going to distort the zoning arrangement. So Emmanuel Okpongoro, from day one, decided to work against the zoning arrangement. So whatever he's telling people now, I'm just saying to the people that less than 6 months into his membership of National Assembly, he started showing working for a second term. And then I called him, I said, no, don't do it, because I will never accept it. And the people will not accept it, because you are going to create problems for us. And we don't need that problem. We have so many joint things to work together. Don't come and cause disunity. Emmanuel Okpongoro and continue with this inordinate ambition. His ambition is a threat to our unity. So people must know that. And we are not that somebody is against him personally, but we are against a situation where he wants to destroy something that had been in place before he joined politics. Before he joined politics, that zoning has been there. So why does he want to destroy it? He claims, or the supporters claim he has done very well. Please, anybody that wants to contradict me should come with facts. Come and tell me what I put out there are facts. So come and tell me your own fact. Contradict me with facts. Is it not true that the Emmanuel Okpongoro's ambition will create disunity amongst us? If you say it's not true, tell us why you think so. Will it be fair for Ikono to go to do their 2 terms and serve and now want to take in his turn? Do you expect the people to be happy? So why do you want to take something away from in the local government area that we are still alive? Why do you want it? It's not something you say, oh, you have performed, you have done so well. And the people say, oh, go for a second term because you do 3rd term for economy, because you don't know. This one you started when you were less than 6 months to nurse this ambition. So, Honorable Emmanuel Okpongoro is not of us who supported him. And I can tell you today, all those who were involved in the decision to support the Ikono South to complete their term have reached out to Honorable Emmanuel Okpongoro. They reached out to him to say, no, don't do it, and look for something else. They even asked me to tell him to name anything. Then they will try and give it to him to give him a soft landing. But he said no. And people must also understand, here somebody queried me, why did I support him in the first place? Emmanuel Okpongoro was brought to me by somebody. The person is alive and pleaded with me to support him. And I did. So that is where the issue is. It is the turn of Vini to produce House of Assembly, House of Representative member, and we must allow Vini to have their turn so that the thing will come back to Ikono. And when it comes back, Ikono already, they've done their own well. Agenitak has gone, Ikono South has gone, the next one will go to Ikono Middle, and also and so forth. Okay. So, Ini is going to follow Ikono pattern. When the thing comes back to Ini after this tenure, it will go to Ikono, or the Ikono. You understand? We are going to sit down and agree on those things. So Emmanuel Ogbomodo should please allow us to live in peace.
Let's have your parting shots.
To the people of Leicester.
It's for them to go out on the 25th of February and vote for any candidate. And we should not jeopardize our unity, our love for each other. We should not jeopardize justice and equity in the federal constituency. We will have good people to represent us, and we have very good people from it who have shown interest. So they should please go out there and vote for the candidates from any local government so that the thing can come back to Ikono. Another person will go, because there must be somebody God has ordained in Ikono that will come out when the time comes.